Hi viewers, welcome to A Slice of Science. Today we are continuing part 3 of lesson heat. In this video I am demonstrating activity 1 and activity 2. Let me explain activity 1. For doing this activity 1 we need a piece of metal and a piece of wood. Here I have taken a piece of wood and a piece of metal. Now keep these two into an ice box. I am placing this piece of metal and a piece of wood into ice box and close the box and wait till 15 minutes. Okay children, 15 minutes completed. Come. Take the wooden piece and metal piece from the ice box. Now when we keep these two pieces into an ice box, they lose their heat energy and they become cold. We kept these two pieces into the ice box for the same period of time, but when we touch these two pieces, metal piece is more colder than wooden piece. Why? Why? Because of metal is a good conductor of heat. When we touch these two fingers, when we touch these two pieces, here heat transfers from our body to metal pieces. Metal piece and wooden piece. Why? Already in previous video we discussed what is the direction of heat. The direction of the heat is from more hot body to less hot body. Here our body acts as more hot body and these pieces acts as less cold body, less heat body. So here heat transfers from our body to pieces. And next, take the candle and lighten the candle. Now bring your finger near to the candle. How we will feel? We will feel hotness. Why? Why? Because here candle is more heat body and our body is less heat body. So here the heat transfers from candle to ours. But in first case heat transfers from our body to pieces. So from these two examples, what we are concluding here? When heat energy flows out of your body, you get the feeling of coldness. Yes or no? In first case, here the heat energy flows out of your body. So here you are feeling cold. Similarly, when heat energy enters your body, here our body receives, our finger receives the heat energy from the candle. When heat energy enters your body, you get a feeling of hotness. Children, this is your first activity. Now, let me explain the second activity. Before starting the second activity, I am going to explain thermal equilibrium. In thermal equilibrium, what is meant by equilibrium? Equilibrium means an equilibrium is a state of a system where all the forces acting on the system is balanced. Here system means any substance, material or body, anything here. Look here, an equilibrium is a state of a system where all forces acting on the system is balanced. That means net force is zero. Okay. For example, if you sit calm and silent study, you are in equilibrium position. Means you are not doing any work and you are not talking. So here the net forces acting on your body is zero. So you are in equilibrium position. Similarly, take this duster. Here duster is also in rest position. So it is also in equilibrium position. Not only your body or duster, an object which is at rest, in which it is in the state of equilibrium. Now, what is thermal equilibrium? Children, can you guess by using previous knowledge what is thermal equilibrium? S. Getting heat balanced between two or more bodies. Here we are maintaining the balance between two or more bodies. For explaining this thermal equilibrium, here I am taking high temperature body and low temperature body. I place it here the two bodies in thermal contact. What is thermal contact? Thermal contact means a state in which two or more bodies, if you want to add one more body here, it is your wish. A state in which two or more bodies or systems exchange thermal energy. That state is nothing but thermal contact. Here I placed these two bodies are in thermal contact. Here this body is high temperature body and this body is low temperature body. So when I place it in thermal contact, here the heat transfers from high temperature body to low temperature body. In this case, here high temperature body loses its energy and low temperature body gains the energy. So this process continues till both the bodies attains the same temperature. So in that situation, any body neither receives nor gives out the heat energy. This state is called as thermal equilibrium. Bike will be at high temperature after you have stopped the bike. So here the engine is in thermal contact with the surrounding air. So here engine acts as high temperature body and surrounding air acts as low temperature body. So heat travels from high temperature body to low temperature body. After some time, the engine reaches the surrounding air temperature. Means here the engine and the surrounding air are in the state of thermal equilibrium. Similarly, if you take a cup of hot tea, how you will feel? Very hot. Here also, the cup of a tea acts as hot body and surrounding air acts as low temperature body. Here the heat transfers from tea to surrounding air. So after some time the tea reaches the temperature of surrounding air. So, and one more example is, if you are not feeling any hot or cold with your surroundings, what it tells? That means you are in thermal equilibrium with the surroundings. Similarly, the furniture in our house also in thermal equilibrium with the surroundings. By these examples, I hope children you understood the concept of thermal equilibrium very well. Our next topic is activity 2. Take two beakers and fill one with hot water and another with cold water. Take a laboratory thermometer. Here we don't use clinical thermometer. Clinical thermometer is used only for measuring the humans and animals body temperature. For laboratory purpose we use only laboratory thermometer. So take a laboratory thermometer and keep it in hot water. What we will observe now? We will observe the rising of mercury level. So here the mercury level rises. Why? Why? Because of here hot water acts as a hot body and mercury acts as a cold body. So heat flows from higher temperature body to lower temperature body. So here the mercury level rises. And in case of cold water, again take the laboratory thermometer and keep it in cold water. Now what we will observe? We will observe the temperature or the mercury level comes down because here the mercury level acts as high temperature body and cold water acts as low temperature body. So here the heat flows from mercury to cold water. So by this what we are explaining? Heat is a form of energy and it flows from higher temperature body to lower temperature body. And we can explain this in case of thermal equilibrium. Here the mercury level increases and it maintains the steadiness at one particular point. So at this point the thermal equilibrium state has been attained between hot water and the mercury. Similarly here also the mercury level comes down and it maintains steadiness at one particular point. That means here thermal equilibrium has been attained between cold water and the mercury level. So the thermal equilibrium state tells the temperature, value of temperature of a body. Means thermal equilibrium is a measure of temperature. Now take two different systems A and B in thermal contact, which are in thermal equilibrium with individually with another body C. That means here A and C are in thermal equilibrium, B and C are in thermal equilibrium. Means A and C contains the same temperature. Similarly, B and C also contains the same temperature. For instance, if you consider the temperature of A is 50 degrees, automatically the temperature of C is also 50 degrees. C is in thermal equilibrium with B. So the temperature of the B is also 50 degrees. So finally what we understood, ma? A and B also have the same temperature and they are in thermal equilibrium. Children, I hope you are perfect in activity 1 thermal equilibrium and activity 2. And next I'll come up with some more activities in my next video. Don't forget to subscribe my channel and encourage us. Thank you.